Hello and welcome to this week's Hockey Zone. My name is Sonia Fisher. This week we're going to look at some of the responses we received from you in respect to the survey that we did. Over the course of this program, I will give you the results of the survey and answer some of the questions which you left in the comments. Our first question was, where are you watching? The results showed 65% of you are watching on TV, with the rest online, and 77% of you said you watched every week. One of the biggest surprises from the survey was that only 52% of our audience come from Brisbane. Other areas in Queensland bring in 24%, and New South Wales is third with 14%. All other areas rated around the same, but it's good to see we even have regular viewers in New Zealand. But over the whole course of the year, we've had viewers from over 100 countries logging in to look at our YouTube clips. It would seem that at least 50% of our viewers are over the age of 40. But in a mark of the agelessness of hockey, and you recently saw footage from the Masters tournament here in Queensland, 41% of those people say they still play, which is great. And by far the most popular item on our show are game highlights, which leads nicely to a couple of questions that were left in the comments. Most of you have said you'd like to see extended game highlights, but as we're limited by what we can put on TV, you need to go to YouTube or to live streaming to see those. Each week we see about double the amount of time in our YouTube clips, and every month we normally live stream 2 games from the Brisbane men's and women's competition. You can see full recorded coverage of a game at any time by going to hockeyzone.org.au. In the survey, some of you asked to see a greater number of games, but obviously with television time not being cheap, there needs to be a balance between the number of games we film and what we can actually show on TV. So that's what we use live streaming for. And next year, we're going to try to live stream more games so that those full recorded games will be available to you, again, via our website. So if in the past, you've only been watching us on TV, think about switching media. Log in to hockeyzone.org.au, watch some of the YouTube clips and also the full recorded games. Here at Hockey Zone, we're trying to meet the interests of different groups of people within the hockey community. Coaches and players want to see full games, whereas a lot of our other viewers want to see the fast-paced action highlights, goals. So we've got different media to meet those needs. In fact, all of the segments in the television program are in longer version via YouTube, and each week we send out a link to all those YouTube clips. So if you want to get on the distribution list for that, drop us a line through the contacts page of the website and we'll send them to you. We just don't have time in a 30-minute TV program to show you extended clips of everything we film. So here's a shortened version of the Pine River St Andrews 90th year dinner. If you want to see the long version, go to our website and look at the YouTube clip.
We're here tonight. This is our first major celebration since our 75th anniversary, and we have a huge turnout tonight. We have 170 people coming.
Looks like the Pine River St Andrews dinner was a great night, and hats off to those who were involved in organising it. Now back to the survey, and another question we get asked is why we don't film from other places around Australia. So let's go back to the beginning. Hockey Zone is an initiative of the Brisbane Men's and Brisbane Women's Hockey Associations to raise awareness of hockey and to promote participation. Because it is funded by the Brisbane Associations, we mainly film Brisbane. That's just the way it is. But it doesn't mean that that's the way it has to stay. We're always looking for partners for the Hockey Zone project, but it's on the basis that if you want to be part of it, you actually need to help us cover the costs. And on that basis, we've worked with Hockey Queensland and Hockey Australia to film some of their major championships, including the Super League this year and National Under-21s. And next week, we're off to Maryborough to film their Premier League finals. So if you'd like to be part of Hockey Zone, get your club or association to get in contact with us and we'll see what we can organise. What you might not know is how many of the people on Hockey Zone are volunteers, and it's nearly 99% of them. We'd like to thank them for their hard work and commitment that allows us to get this program out to you. We're now going to cross to one of them, our rules guru, Bernadette Pangrazio, who interestingly got her international umpiring accreditation this year. Off to Bernie.
Hello and welcome to this week's Rules segment. I'm your Rules Guru.
Great work, Bernie. You may have noticed we've got no junior coverage this week. So it's probably a good time to talk about how the junior coverage came about, as a lot of you said that you'd like to see more junior games. The concept to cover juniors originated with Eastern Brisbane and was supported with sponsorship by Adrian Pembroke from Powell Industrial. Coverage of the J1 leagues in Brisbane was new to us, but we supported it, and we also saw an opportunity because we don't know of any other junior sport that's regularly on TV. So it's great kudos for hockey to have our junior elite players on TV nearly every week. And thanks to the support of Powell Industrial, we know that there's a lot of interest in the J1 leagues. We get a lot of hits on YouTube, and we know that kids are actually showing their mates at school them on TV, which is spreading the reach of hockey. So a big thanks to Powell Industrial for allowing us to bring you the J1 leagues this year. But also our other sponsors. Just Hockey came on board last year and now sponsor the Practice Zone. But one of the things that came out in the survey was that a lot of you wanted more tips and tactical advice in respect to playing. So we're going to look at doing some more of that next year. But you also asked for help with goalkeeping. Here's Mick Evans.
In this week's episode, guys, what we're going to talk about is goalkeeping, just the basics of goalkeeping.
Okay, time for everyone's favourite part of the show, the Action Zone. If you want to see longer versions, go to YouTube on our website, hockeyzone.org.au, and also look for some of the live stream games. That's it for another week of Hockey Zone. Remember, we're keen to extend the zone. So if your state, club or association is interested in becoming involved with Hockey Zone, get in contact with us, because we're looking to make 2014 the biggest year that Hockey Zone's ever experienced.